Good morning, dear students. This is Mr. Abdul with another quick video session to explain a few of the concepts that you have a confusion about it. And this question, it's a question about showing you a few diagrams. This is not exact or they're not precise drawings. Most of them, they are sketches. And he wants you to link these diagrams with the function, the appropriate function related to it. So as you can see, you have like 6 diagrams while you have only 3 spaces here to figure out which appropriate letter is connected to the function. So we're going to start with the first one. The first functions that is under consideration is y equal 1 minus x over 3. From our study, we understand that this is actually an equation of a straight line. We know that any straight line equation could be written as y equal mx plus c. So you can reconstruct this equation by saying that this is equal to y equal minus third x plus 1. Why you do that? So you make it easy for you to interpret these values, the y-intercept plus the gradient. So I know that the gradient of this one is minus third, and I know that the y-intercept is equal to 1. From the drawing, when you look at these sketches, the only 2 graphs that they show a value of y-intercept as c equal 1 is this one and this one. So which one of them is most appropriate to be figured out? From our study, I gave you a hint about how to figure out how you can use the gradient into your advantage to figure out the general shape of the straight line. The straight line from our study, it could be having a gradient in this direction or it could be in this direction, okay? So it could be as this one, as you can see, it has this direction and the other one has this direction. We say that from our study, no matter how, always the gradient, when you have the line directing from left to right, it always have a positive gradient, while this graph, when it has the line from right to left, okay, it has a negative gradient, okay? So from this general discussion, I can tell that this function is related to this diagram, okay? Because I figured out, I used the information that I can extract from interpreting the graph by saying that I have c as equal to 1, while the information from the gradient, negative gradient, suggesting that this is my shape, okay? So from all that, means that I know that I should write the letter A here. So A is linked to this diagram, okay? This is the first one. Now for the other shape is actually this one, the y equal to x squared. What do I know about y equal to x squared? From the fact that it has x here as a square, it means that we are dealing with quadratic function. And what do I know about the quadratic function? I know that the general form of this function, it is always like this. Why it is always starting from the 0? Because no way, no matter how you give a value of negative numbers or positive numbers, y always is going to be equal to 4. I gave you these examples. Give any negative value, y always going to be positive. So from that discussion, you will never have a negative y. You will never have a negative y because of this fact. The graph will always be above the x-axis. Always above. Okay? So from that, you look at 2 possibilities, this or this, because you know the general form of the quadratic equation. But it seems that this is the appropriate one, because this one, as you can see, it has a value of negative. You see that it has a possibility of having negative y, which is a different, it has a different equation related to it. So from this, I know that the correct answer for y equal to x, that it's the shape C. C is the shape, C is the shape that is connected to y equal to x squared. Okay, this is the other one. Now for the last one, it's talking about y equal minus 4 over x. From our study, when we talked about reciprocal graphs, we say that these graphs will always have the form of y equal a over x, or it could be y equal to a over x squared. X value always you will find it in the denominator. Okay, and this is reciprocal, and when I look at the diagrams that I see in front of me, the only two possibilities that are talking about this and this. Okay, but which one is correct? We say that when we have the graph has been drawn in this quarter and this quarter, it means that we have the function of y equal to a over x. While when we have the diagram, the reciprocal of a reciprocal function, and this space and this area and in this area, it means that it has a general form of y equal a over x, but it will be with negative. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? We have y equal to a over x, and it could be minus a over x, and also this one, it could be minus a over x squared. I'm gonna sketch a few things to explain to you what do I mean about this. Okay, so how you can distinguish the reciprocals. The reciprocals, you have this concept. If it's drawn like this, it means that the general form is going to be y equal a over x. Okay, and if it was sketched like this, it means that y is going to be equal to minus a over x. While if I have the graph in this formula, if I have it like this, it means that it's going to be y equal to a over x squared. And if I have this form, the graph is sketched like this, it means that y is going to be equal to a over x squared, but with negative. Okay, so from this discussion you will understand, you will discover, after comparing, you will discover that we are talking about this shape that you see here. Okay, so this shape is going to be related to y equal 4 over minus 4 over x. Okay, okay. Okay, I hope that this question was clear, and I explained how you can figure out how you can complete the table by using general information about the graph. Now we're going to talk about the other question was requested by your friend. This question is talking about circle theorem. In this problem, you have the shape that you see in front of you. You have given information, you know this angle, you know this angle, and also this one, and he wants you to give try to answer these u, w, x, and v. So look at the shape in front of you. First of all, you can think of the angle u. What about angle u? Yeah, angle u, as you can see, they are drawn from these straight lines, and you will notice that even the angle 20 was drawing from this segment. So from that fact, you know that u and 20, they are equal. So you will say, first of all, you will say that u angle is equal to 20 degrees. Why is that? Because they are angles at the same segment are equal. This is the geometric explanation or reasoning for that. Okay, after finding the u, the next step is to find out, since you figured out u, you can find out the angle. The easiest way is to find out, look at this now. Let's say that this one, the v and the x, and 20 and 72, they are angles that they are opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. So you will say that angle v plus x, they are equal to 180 degrees when you add them together. Or you will say that, sorry, the total angles v plus x plus 20 degrees plus 72 degrees. When you add these angles together, they add up or sum up to 180 degrees. So you will keep this equation here, okay, because you have two variables, so at least you need to find one of them so you can solve the other. So now we will look at the angle. I'm gonna look at the shape and try to analyze how we can solve it. Also, you can say that angle x plus angle u, that is equal to 56 degrees, because the angle here that you see in this shape here, this angle is gonna be a summation. It's gonna be, this one is gonna be 180 minus 56, which is gonna be equal to 24. It's gonna be equal to 24 degrees. So since I know that this is equal to 24 degrees, you will notice that x plus u is gonna be equal to 180 minus 24, which is gonna be equal to 56. So you will say that x plus u is equal to 56. It means that's gonna be the exterior. We call it the exterior angle at triangle equal to the internal angles yeah, so that's the idea. So this is another equation. This is equation 2. Since you know the value of u, it means that you can find out the value of x. You will say that x plus 20 degrees is equal to 56 degrees. It means that x is going to be equal to 56 minus 20. It means that's going to be equal to 3, okay, 36 degrees. So that's the value of x. So now we know the value of u, we know the value of x, and we can use the value that we figured out right now to solve this one. It means that we can solve the angle v. So from 1, you will say that v plus 36 just need to double check something, that make sure that everything is fine. Yes, everything is fine. So v plus 36 plus 20 plus 72, and make sure that they are degrees, equal to 180 degrees. So V is gonna be equal to 180 degrees minus what? Minus 360, 20, 72 degrees. So it's gonna be equal to 180 minus, I'm gonna add these together quickly without calculator. So it's gonna be 8, 10, 2, so 120. So it's gonna be minus 128 degrees, which means it's gonna be equal to 52 degrees. So V is gonna be equal to 52 degrees. Okay. So now what is left from the drawing? What is left is the angle W. The angle W exists in a triangle, and how can I use the given information to solve the W? So it's gonna be equal to I can use I can look at the shape. I'm gonna erase all of these drawings because it can make me confused about how to analyze it. So the angle W, they are made by these chords, and this is a cyclic quadrilateral, as you can see, another cyclic quadrilateral. So I can say that this angle plus this angle equal or sum up to 180. So that's the thing that I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna add this information here, and I will say that W plus 72 degrees will be equal to 180 degrees. Why is that? Because opposite angles at cyclic quadrilateral, equilateral, sorry, not quadrilateral, actually it's, yeah, quadrilateral. Sum up to 180 degrees. So W is going to be equal to 180 minus 72 degrees. Means it's going to be equal to it's going to be equal to 108 degrees. Okay, so this is the solution for this problem. So we found out the value of the given angles: U equal to 20, X equal to 36, V equal to 52, and W was equal to 108. I hope that you find this video useful. Sorry for taking too long to explain it. I solved these problems on the fly. I hope they found it useful. So see you in other videos. Take care.